Ever wonder how psychologists study human behavior? Well, let's break down the key research methods with real-world examples. The first one is a laboratory experiment, and this is in a highly controlled environment to study the cause and effect relationship. An example is the Stanford prison experiment, which revealed how power dynamics can lead to abusive behavior. The second one is a field experiment, which happens in the real world. Ever hear of the Good Samaritan study? It showed that when people are in a hurry, they're less likely to help others in need. The third one is a naturalistic observation, and this is when you observe behavior as it naturally occurs, like Jane Goodall's groundbreaking work with chimpanzees. The fourth one is a survey, which is a great way to gather data from large groups. For instance, the General Society Survey asks Americans about opinions and behaviors, helping us see changes over time. Number 5 is a correlational study, which helps researchers look at the relationship between variables. Studies show a strong correlation between physical activity and mental health. But remember, correlation doesn't mean causation. Like in the summertime, when you see ice cream sales go up, but you also see crime go up. But does that mean that one causes the other? No, it doesn't. The sixth one is a longitudinal study, and this studies people for a long time. An example is the Minnesota Twin Study, which tracked twins over a decade to explore the influence of genetics and environment on behavior. Researchers found that genetics significantly influence personality and intelligence. Next up, we have quasi-experiments, which study groups with natural differences. For example, research on the effects of childhood trauma compares mental health outcomes in children who experienced trauma versus those who didn't. Researchers found that childhood trauma alters brain development and emotional regulation. Next up are case studies, which dive deep into individual cases. For instance, the famous case study of Kitty Genovese changed our understanding of human behavior in emergency situations. It was in this case study that researchers coined the term bystander effect, which means that the more witnesses there are, the less likely anybody is to help. Last but not least is a cross-sectional study which provides a snapshot of a population at one point in time, like comparing mental health across different age groups to see how it varies. Overall, these research methods give us a deeper understanding of the human psyche. Feel free to give this video a like or even subscribe to my channel.